We got another jacket battle showdown on our hands, this time between the Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie versus the Sierra Designs Whitney Hoodie. That's next. Welcome back, Mr. Renegade. I'm Jeff. This channel is all about hiking, backpacking, the outdoors, and all the gear in between. If you're into those things too, consider subscribing. Today we are looking at two pretty popular jackets for hiking and backpacking, the Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie versus the Sierra Designs Whitney hoodie. Both these jackets are made of down. They use 800 fill power down. They're really lightweight. They're great options. The big difference here is that the Cotoplaxi sells for about $275, where the Whitney hoodies sells for about $150. So you see, pretty big price difference between the two. However, there's a lot of similarities, but also some differences. So let's check them out in a bit more detail and see what's the best buy for you. The Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie is one of their most popular options from Cotoplaxi. It features high quality down, and it also comes in a variety of colors. Cotoplaxi is also known for bringing some colorful flair out to the backcountry. This jacket is no exception. It comes in distinctive, vibrant colorways with all different types of varieties and combinations, from bright to flashy, also to a bit more mellow like the one here. So with Cotoplaxi, there is numerous combinations of colors for just about everybody. The Fuego down jacket is actually the gear that put Cotoplaxi on the outdoor map, and it is very popular, and you can see it from a mile away because of the different color combinations that they have. It comes with an excellent warmth to weight ratio, can be used for a variety of activities out in the backcountry. It comes in various sizes and colors as well. This here is a men's small, and this is a previous model edition in the black stripes color tone. I wanted something a bit more mellow than the bright flashy stuff, and so I really like this color combination here. It sells for new for about $280, but you can find it on sale every now and then. And if you get a past season model, it's even cheaper as well. They have a warranty that lasts for the lifetime of the product for the original owner. The Sierra Designs Whitney hoodie is a jacket that offers great warmth in a lightweight package, but also affordable package. It is their top selling insulated jacket from Sierra Designs. It comes with some pretty good high quality down. It also is hydrophobic down, which we'll talk about here in a bit, which makes it ideal for uses in the backcountry, as well as having it to be an all kind of weather jacket because it's rugged and pretty weather resistant. So it comes in various sizes and colors. It features a lifetime warranty for the original owner, and it sells new for $159. Now let's look at some of the differences a bit more in depth. Starting with the shell fabric, we look at the Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie, which features a 20 denier giant ripstop nylon for the outer shell. This provides a pretty good durability in a lightweight material as well. It's wind resistant, and it helps you if you're penetrating through tree brush or anything. It's not going to really tear anything as well. So it has enough denier to give you a little bit more abrasion resistance. It's coated with a DWR finish as well to help repel light rain. And the inner lining is also a 20 denier mini ripstop nylon as well. The Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, features a 30 denier shadow ripstop polyester, and this is going to be an outer shell that is very weather resistant. It's a wind resistant shell as well, and it's also very durable, being 30 denier. And so it's also coated with a DWR finish to help repel rain to an extent. The inner lining is also going to be nylon. Considering the insulation for these two jackets, the Fuego down hoodie features 800 power fill RDS certified down. So the feathers are actually retained very ethically. Cotoplaxi doesn't exactly provide the fill weight, but you can tell just by looking at some of these baffles that the fill is pretty generous there. So it's a generous amount of fill with that. The Whitney hoodie uses 4.9 ounces, or that's 140 grams of 800 fill dry down. Now the dry down is because it's actually coated with kind of like a hydrophobic material to help it repel water to an extent, making it last 10 times longer than other down jackets if it does happen to get wet. It doesn't mean it's waterproof, but it's a bit more resistant than other down jackets out there. So insulation wise, while they are both using high quality 800 power fill down, the Whitney hoodie actually has that extra hydrophobic down in there to make it a little bit more weather resistant. Considering the weight, the Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie, this weighed in at 12.5 ounces in a men's small on my scale. And the Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, weighed in at 13.05 ounces. So you're looking at roughly about half an ounce difference between the Fuego down hoodie and the Whitney hoodie. And that's really going to be seen because the Whitney hoodie is going to use a bit higher shell material here. It's a bit more durable, so it comes in at a bit more weight as well. Considering the warmth of these two jackets, they both felt pretty similar to me. The Fuego down hoodie, I started to feel cold around 32 degrees while I was moving, and about 37 degrees sitting still at camp, wearing just a shirt underneath. The Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, I started to feel cold while I was moving around 31 to 32 degrees as well, so very similar, and around 35 degrees while I was sitting still at a campsite. So the extra denier here did help shield some of the cold out a little bit better. Let's talk about the baffles and the quilting patterns. And for the Fuego down hoodie, it actually just has your typical mini baffles. And this is nice because it keeps the down in its place very nicely. And it actually, as you go down the jacket, you can see it even goes to about maybe a bit more smaller baffles as well, where on the arms they're a bit wider. The Whitney hoodie is very similar. It also just features mini baffles, and they're all pretty much the same size throughout the jacket. And it does a good job holding the down in place as well. There's a few extra seams here in the middle of the chest feature, which is something just to note to keep the insulation around the center part of your chest. But where there are those extra seams, you do have a lack of insulation there as well. So something just to keep in mind, there could be a few cold spots there. For me, I just felt that they both felt very similar in that regard as far as the warmth and the baffles. Looking at the front pockets, the Fuego down hoodie features two front pockets here, and these are just typical front pockets. They're behind the down so you can warm up your hands. They're raised slightly higher so you can use a hip belt and not have your pockets blocked off by it. The Whitney hoodie also has two front pockets as well, and they're very similar to the Fuego down hoodie. They're a bit smaller, I would say, than the Fuego down hoodie, and they're maybe about the same height as well. Now, from my experience, they did seem to kind of, the very bottom here where the zipper was, while wearing a hip belt, there was a little bit of interference, but not much. Both very similar. The Sierra Design Whitney hoodie also has a front chest pocket on the left side. So you have a zippered here where you can fit in maybe cards or a little wallet or some keys or anything like that here. And it's just a nice little feature. The Cotoplaxi doesn't have a chest pocket there. Let's look at the inside pockets, and considering the Whitney hoodie, you have two kangaroo pockets. There's no zippers or anything. They're just kind of little pouches here, and they do a good job if you want to hold gloves, or maybe you want to hold goggles or anything like that, sunglasses. Those are really nice to use as well. Looking at the Cotoplaxi on the inside, you actually have two pockets, and it's a kind of a unique design here. You have a smaller zippered pocket there, and behind it you have another kangaroo pocket. So you have two, but in one of them you actually have the zipper here. So interesting design choice there. I've never seen anything like that in any other of my down jacket battles. So one of a unique feature there. Looking at the cuffs, the Fuego down hoodie has some nice elastic cuffs here to help keep the cold out. And you also have the same thing with the Whitney hoodie. Now, from my experience here, you can tell that the Whitney hoodie is a bit smaller, more compact around the elastic there, where the Fuego allows a little bit more room. So that's nice if you want to put it over a glove or something like that. But if you want something behind the glove and you want to keep the cold out, it's actually maybe a little bit better to have the thinner and more tight kind of cuffs here. So something just keep in mind between the two. Very similar, but you do have a bit more room where cold air could get in if you don't put them under a glove with the Fuego down hoodie, a bit tighter on the Whitney hoodie. Let's consider the hem draw cords. Both these jackets do feature some hem draw cords. The Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, features one. So as you pull it, you can tighten the jackets to provide any kind of cold air from getting in and keep the warm air in. But the problem is, as you pull it, you just have one string throughout here, and that can get kind of annoying, especially if it's pretty long. Now, if you look at the Fuego hoodie, you actually have two of these hem draw cords, and the hem draw cords here allow you to make a perfect fine adjustment without one long cord hanging there. So that's a nice feature with the Fuego down hoodie there. Again, as we consider the weather resistance of these two jackets, I would have to say the Whitney hoodie is a bit more weather resistant. It's because it's using 30 denier on the outside shell, so it's durable. It's going to be able to do a better job of blocking the wind out but also the down that they use, the hydrophobic down, does a good job. If the shell does get really wet, then the down's not going to lose its loft because it has the hydrophobic. So it gives you extra time to put on a rain jacket and still keep you warm. The Cotopaxi Fuego down hoodie also has kind of a hydrophobic kind of down. It's also durable shell with a DWR finish, so it's weather resistant to an extent for light rain, but you do have the 20 denier, so it's going to be slightly weaker. It's going to wet out slightly faster than 30 denier, so something just to keep in mind when you're looking at the two as far as weather resistance. You can't really ever say a jacket is weather resistant for down jackets, but the closest you're going to get probably is going to be the Sierra Design Whitney hoodie or the Rad Microlight that you saw in the last video. So something just to keep in mind with those. As far as weather resistance, the Whitney will take it here. Let's consider the fit. Both these jackets had a pretty relaxed, regular fit to allow you to put layers underneath and stuff like that. The Fuego down hoodie actually preferred the fit. It allowed for a bit more freedom of movement. I wasn't as restricted under the arms as much as I was with the Whitney hoodie. The Whitney hoodie was relaxed, but it was also a bit boxy, and it was something that I just didn't feel was as natural for me, being a bit more lean, liking the trim fit kind of jackets. Looking at the hoods, the Fuego down hoodie doesn't really provide any kind of cinch cord in the back or the front of the jacket to provide some adjustability. So if a big gust of wind comes on, that might hinder that. It might blow your hood off. So something just to keep in mind. Also, as you're wearing it and you try to turn your head, because there's no adjustability and doesn't keep tight, your head might turn while the hood just stays still. So something that's not ideal. I would have loved to see a little bit of adjustability in the hood here with the down Fuego. Now, you do have some elastic here on the brim to allow you to keep the structure and to keep it a little bit close to your head. This can go over a helmet, but it's not really meant for a helmet, so it is a really tight fit if you do it. Looking at the Whitney hoodie, you do have this overstuffed insulated hood. Here you have a high collar that leads up to the hood as well. So a little bit more tightness when the hood's on between the face. And then you also have this elastic to help maintain the brim of the jacket. Very much like the Fuego down hoodie, you do not have any adjustability. There's no cinch cords, there's no elastic in the back or anything. And so this can go over hood, and very similar, if you turn your head, the hood kind of stands there as well. It would have been a really nice feature on both these jackets to really have a bit more adjustability in the collar or even somewhere on the hood here in the back or something, so you can tighten that hood and have it really form fit around your head in those cold windy days. Looking at the zippers, both these jackets feature premium YKK zippers, so they're durable, they're real smooth as you zipper it up. The Fuego actually has a little bit of these bungee cinch cords on it to allow for a little bit extra grip, which is nice if you're wearing gloves, where the Whitney hoodie just has kind of this plastic feature here. I definitely prefer having that cinch cord attached to the zipper than this little plastic piece, so that you can grip it a whole lot easier, especially if you're wearing gloves and stuff like that. Looking at the style of the Fuego down hoodie definitely takes it for the style. The multicolored pleats, that color combinations, the many selections that you have, the back there that it says Gear for Good, kind of their signature kind of logo there of Cotoplaxi, features a really nice unique touch for a down jacket out in the backcountry. You can definitely see them and tell this is Cotoplaxi when you're out there. The Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, seems a bit more plain, seems a bit more regular, and for the price you're paying, no surprise there. It is a very cheap, affordable jacket. Now let's consider the compression of these two jackets. The Cotoplaxi Fuego down hoodie can actually compress into its front pocket, so we'll just turn it inside out and just stuff it on in there, and we'll see how compact that can get here. All right, so here is the Fuego down hoodie compressed into its front pocket. And as you can see, it's a pretty decent there. It's able to stuff there in a nice area. It's not too big, but it's also not that compact, but it's still nice to put in the bottom of your back and really have plenty of room for that jacket. The Whitney hoodie, on the other hand, will also compress into its front pocket. And you just do that by turning it inside out as well. So I like to turn that out and stuff that on in there. All right, so here is the Whitney hoodie compressed into its front pocket. As you can see, it is a bit bigger than the Fuego down jacket, and that's because you do have a bit tougher denier in here, so it's gonna be a little bit thicker as well. So looking at these two jackets and a compressed way, you can see that the Fuego down hoodie definitely is the more compressible of the two jackets. All right, so concluding thoughts. Who won the jacket battle for me? You know, the Whitney hoodie is an excellent jacket for the price you're paying. 150 bucks 800 fill power down. It's going to be warm, yet the materials that it uses, everything, it just feels like a cheaper jacket overall. It didn't fit as great compared to my Cotoplaxi Fuego hoodie. However, it was still a pretty good jacket for the price you're paying. Now, one of the pros is the style. This is pretty stylish. I really like this jacket. Now, Cotoplaxi is known for their colorful jackets that they have. I kind of like this little bit more relaxed one in the black with these kind of tones here, colors blended out at the top here. But if you go and look at all their selections, they have tons of different colors. Another pro about it compared to the Whitney hoodie is it is going to be the lighter of the two jackets. It also fits better as well, in my opinion. It actually is a little bit looser fit to allow you to layer. And what that means is compared to the Whitney hoodie, I was kind of tight in the arms and shoulders, especially when I rose my arms. Now for this one, I'm a lot looser. It feels a lot more relaxed, and yet it's still trim towards the body as well. So I like a nice blend between that, and you can layer underneath and not feel like you're super tight or anything in your jacket. Another pro is the style. I think this is the more stylish of the two jackets compared, and you know, this is something I'd love to wear around town, yet it's also practical to use out in the backcountry as well as a mid layer underneath a shell. Another pro is the interior pockets that it had on the inside. You had two in there that were kind of stacked, so it's pretty cool. I've never seen anything kind of like that, a zippered pocket and a pocket behind that. So pretty cool. You have excellent storage in there, yet you're also saving weight by having a lighter jacket than the Whitney hoodie. Now, this is kind of a pro con. If you get the newer versions of the colors, the ones that are this season, the jacket is going to be a higher priced jacket. It sells for $280 brand new. However, if you get the last kind of season colors like I did, you're able to get it for 180 bucks. 180 bucks compared to 150 bucks for the Whitney hoodie. It's a no-brainer. Go with the Cotoplaxi Fuego, especially if you're able to get it for 180 bucks on sale because of their previous season. And you can see a link in the description to the new seasons and also the past seasons, so you can see if you can get a pretty good deal that way. Now let's consider the cons of the Fuego down hoodie. There really aren't a ton of cons for me to find with this jacket. I actually really love this jacket, but if I was to be nitpicky here, the first con is it doesn't have anything on the hood to where you can actually tighten it down. So if you're wearing it here, you don't have any kind of strings to tighten the hood. So if you encounter a big wind or anything, it could fly off your head. So that's something just to keep in mind. It doesn't have those drawstrings or anything in the back to tighten down your hood just in case you're on top of a pass and you encounter a lot of wind. Now another con is, well, with all down jackets, it tends to leak a little bit of down. But the Fuego down hoodie, it seems a little bit more around the seams areas. I tend to get a little bit more down leakage than I usually do with the down jacket. So that was just something I noticed. I don't know if it's just my jacket that I had or if they're all like that, but that was just something I noticed. It's not a huge deal, but something just to keep in mind. So what did you think of these two jackets? Who won the jacket battle for you? Was it the Sierra Designs Whitney hoodie or the Cotoplaxi Fuego hoodie? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and which one you'd go with. If you like what you saw, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe for more jacket battle content like this. Leave me suggestions if you have jackets you want to see. And as always, thanks for watching.